Hey guys! Story time! Rachel's first day in Korea. My first day actually starts at my first night. If you saw my flight video, you know that I got to the airport at 4:30 and then I took a taxi to the school at 6:30 and I arrived at 8:30 and unpacked and passed out. But I was actually supposed to meet a friend of mine that night who I hadn't seen in 4 years. But so I got back to my room and I went to like message him that I was like here. And I noticed that like I didn't have any like internet connection, like cell service, and that's how like my phone's been working. Like I took my phone from home. I don't need to go out and buy a Korean phone because I have T-Mobile and they have a special plan for that. So as long as I had Wi-Fi, I was able to like text and use the internet and everything normally. The only thing that was different was that calling would cost 20 cents a minute. But since I didn't have Wi-Fi yet, because I wasn't like set up with the school and everything, I couldn't contact him and I couldn't contact my parents either. So everyone was freaking out and I didn't know it because I was unpacking and I like tried to use my phone and I was like, don't have internet. So I just passed out. I fell asleep because I was just so tired from the day. So when I woke up, I was starving because I hadn't eaten since I got off the plane. So I had to go downstairs first to set up all my internet stuff and like get that sorted like straight away because like I needed to be able to communicate with people. So as I was doing that, I was like dying of hunger. So I set it all up and I got like flooding messages from people after I connected to the Wi-Fi, like, are you alive? Are you okay? And like my friend was like so worried and I was like, I'm alive, I'm sorry. But after that, I went out into the parking lot because from the parking lot you can get into like all the different like dorm buildings, and I like smelled coffee from the parking lot and I was like, I need to follow that because I'm starving and I need to find somewhere to eat. I don't care what they have, I need anything. So I followed it into another building and up 2 flights of stairs to a cafe, and the first thing I saw was a sign for like a hot dog coffee combo, and I never in my life would I think of eating a hot dog and coffee together. But I was so hungry, and I don't even like hot dogs in America. I've never eaten them. I've just never been a fan of hot dogs. But it was what I knew how to order, and it was something I knew how to eat, and I ordered a hot dog, and I'm ashamed to say it, but my first meal in Korea was a hot dog with mustard. So I sat at this little table and I had my orange juice, my coffee, and my hot dog, and I was so happy. And my friend was like, hey, we couldn't meet up yesterday, do you still want to meet up today? And I was like, yes, please. So I had my 4-year reunion with my friend Ryan, and it was so nice, and I'm so happy. When he picked me up from my school, it was about like 3 o'clock, and we went to get lunch because I was still hungry. So I'm gonna say that was my first Korean meal, was with Ryan at a Korean restaurant, eating Korean food with chopsticks. Although they gave me a fork, I didn't think they would have forks. And then after that, we walked around the area outside of Iwa's school, which has a lot of like stationery stores and accessories and stuff, and some like makeup products and all that. And then he took me on the subway and like taught me how to use the subway, and he got me a subway card and everything, which was super nice. And he took me to, and I'm really sorry if I don't pronounce this right, but Bokcheon and the Hanok village, and I got to walk around all the traditional houses and everything, and I was so happy because that was something I really wanted to do. And I didn't realize how like casual it would be to be able to do that. But I mean, I got a lot of really cool pictures, and it was so like cleansing and refreshing for me. It was just so beautiful. And we walked around for like hours. And then we went and like left like the Hanok village and went and walked around like where the castle is and like all the embassies and stuff. And the Polish embassy was just like no one's home, like there was just no one outside. It didn't look like anything was going on. And then you pass like the American embassy and there's like all these police and like gates that you have to go through, and you have to show identification, and like you can't get in this door. And it was like so just such a contrast. It was so funny. But so we hung out in a coffee shop for a bit, my first Korean coffee shop, and I'm really excited to participate in their coffee shop culture because I'm really into hot drinks. And then we went to get dinner, my first Korean sushi, which is also super exciting. They had those like conveyor belts coming around with like the plates, and you could like take them, and like each different plate was a different color and it was a different price, and it was like really good, and I was so happy. I was just so happy and so excited the whole time. And he took me back to my school too, even though he lives like 45 minutes away from my school. So he took me back and made sure I got home safely since I was missing the night before. And we said goodbye, and I went back into my room and I went to bed because I was super tired because we were walking for like 7 or 8 hours. And that was my first official day in Korea, and it was really perfect. So shout out to Ryan, thank you so much. It was really wonderful. Shout out to my friends and family. I'm alive, I'm well. Obviously I've contacted all of you since then to let you know that I am safe and was not kidnapped like everyone thought I was. And that's it, that was my first day in Korea. So I'll see you guys soon. I might make a dorm video so everyone can see what my dorm looks like. And I'll just be vlogging a lot of the things I do. I think me and some friends I've made are gonna go to the like location, the site where Coffee Prince was filmed, since they turned like the house into like an actual coffee shop. And it's only in Hongdae, so it's like real super close. So like I'm going. So that might be coming soon, and just I have a lot of stuff for you guys to look forward to. So thank you so much for following and staying with me so far, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Why are you afraid?